His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Gdaybiya Palace. The cabinet extended its best wishes to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, His Royal Highness, and the citizens and residents of Bahrain, as well as the Arab and Islamic nations, on the occasion of the upcoming Islamic Hijri New Year 1444. The cabinet noted Bahrain's success in retaining its Tier 1 status, and the U.S. Department of State Trafficking in Persons reports the highest international rating in government anti-trafficking performance. The cabinet highlighted the kingdom's commitment to protecting the rights of citizens and residents throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, which is in line with the kingdom's comprehensive development led by His Majesty the King and supported by His Royal Highness. The cabinet directed that current anti-trafficking policies and measures be maintained to ensure that the kingdom continues to retain its Tier 1 status. His Royal Highness directed even greater oversight, accountability and responsibility in relation to the management of public funds, and expressed thanks and appreciation to the Ministry of Interior and to all those who contributed to identifying individuals responsible for committing administrative and financial violations. The cabinet highlighted Bahrain's accession to the Integrative Industrial Partnership for Sustainable Economic Development, which is also joined by the UAE, Egypt and Jordan, to enhance the integration of economic and industrial capabilities and expertise, diversify the economy, promote growth and provide quality employment opportunities. The cabinet welcomed the agreement by Russia and Ukraine on the resumption of grain exports from both countries via the Black Sea, noting the agreement's importance to food security in addressing the global grain shortage and in reducing grain prices. The cabinet stressed the importance of resolving the conflict by peaceful means throughout diplomatic solutions and dialogue, and to secure a lasting and comprehensive peace. The cabinet approved the following: a memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Financial and Economic Affairs and Fiscal Balance regarding preliminary estimates in relation to the state budget for the fiscal year 2023-2024. A memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs regarding a draft decree law amending provisions of decree law establishing a retirement fund for Bahraini and non-Bahraini officers and personnel of the BDF and public security, and the decree law on the management and competencies of the fund. A memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs on proposed legislative amendments to reflect changes to areas of responsibility of some ministries following recent ministerial appointments. A memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs regarding the government's response to a draft law submitted by the Council of Representatives. A memorandum submitted by the Minister of Industry and Commerce regarding the enhancement of the kingdom's economic competitiveness. And a memorandum submitted by the Minister of Youth and Sports Affairs, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Education and Training Quality Authority, regarding the approval of the authority's reports. And the cabinet then reviewed the following: a memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Financial and Economic Affairs and Fiscal Balance regarding the kingdom's economic indicators for the first half of 2022. The memorandum provided a positive report on the kingdom's economic performance, which reflects Team Bahrain's commitment to implementing the economic recovery plan and support for the kingdom's economic development. Finally, the cabinet took note of a ministerial report on the kingdom's participation in the Farnborough International Air Show.